Okay guys, so now we're going to do the clearing statement, and the clearing statement is really something I'm going to have written below here so you can copy it onto your clearing statement. So I'm going to show you how to create the clearing statement, but it is the clearing statement. The purpose of the clearing statement is that when you ask your what would it take, or when you ask your life vision, so I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so take out your what would it take questions or your life vision statement, both of that, the letter to me. But I'm going to use this one, and it will, so let's say my what would it take question is, what would it take to live a vibration of passion every moment of my life? I'm going to check into my body and I'm going to say, well, I don't know if that's really possible. You can kind of feel that. So that's when you do the clearing statement. So you can hold it just like this, just like I am, and you say, anything in the way of that, I clear, transmute, delete, uncreate, and restore it from all directions of time and space, from anywhere in my mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual bodies, from across all time and space, from anywhere my beliefs, inherited patterns, DNA, cells, bones, fascia, anywhere known and unknown. So now ask the question again, what would it take to live the vibration of passion every moment of my life? Well, it feels a little more possible. And then you can do it again until you feel, you know what, I think it is possible. So you can feel in your body. Another great thing if you're working with the Divine Helpers program is to use the Archangel Zadkiel MP3, and you can use that one and play that before that and use those tools in clearing as well, kind of amplify that clearing. So you will say that again. So what would it take to live the vibration of every moment of my life? Anything in the way of that, I clear, transmute, uncreate, and restore it from all directions of time and space, from anywhere my mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual bodies, from all across all time and space, from anywhere my beliefs, inherited patterns, DNA, cells, bones, fascia, anywhere known or unknown. And you're going to find that it's starting to feel more possible. How many times you have to do this is honestly, it's dependent, because sometimes depends on how deep my belief system is, and same with yours. Sometimes 3 and I'll feel like that's possible. Other times I'll have to do it 11 times before I feel like it's possible. I'd invite you to also do this with your letter to me. So I would read the whole letter, and then I would say, anywhere in the way of that, I clear, transmute, delete, uncreate, and restore it from all directions of time and space. And do the whole clearing statement, ask again, do that again until it feels possible within your vibration. You're going to feel a little bit of, you're going to know if you're tuning into your body, if you feel it's possible or not. If your mind is saying it's not possible, then, well, that's what you're going to believe. Now, I would also invite you to do that with your promise. So take out your promise, say your promise, and clear it. If you do have the Divine Helpers program, again, using Archangel Zadkiel for each of these. So, and Archangel Michael. So, but Archangel Zadkiel, that MP3 it really is just a little more prominent in the energy right now, of what I feel the energy is saying would help the most. So then you say your promise, you clear that statement. You say the promise, you clear the statement again until you feel that promise you can do it. You're going to do the same thing with your My Vibrational Alignment. And you're going to say, well, you know, if you're saying, oh, I don't have time to do this, and oh my gosh, I have a million things to do, you're going to say, every day I commit to ... but you're going to fill in the ... and you're going to clear it. And then you're going to say it again until you feel like, you know what, I can do this. This is the purpose of the clearing statement. So the clearing statement is meant for you to clear all of the stuff and chatter in your mind that says it's not possible. So the clearing statement's going to be below. Write it so that you can hold it just like I'm doing with my what would it takes, my vision statement. I want everything I invite you to do and clear. The more you clear it, the more you're not fighting a vibration. What's happening, and for most people, is that they don't ask. And then the first thing is you have to ask. The energy has to go somewhere. The second thing is you have to clear it, because you might have a belief or something happening in your vibration that's saying, oh, that's not possible. So that's why you clear it, so that it makes it possible. So your clearing statement envelope will look like this. And we're just going to go over making it right now, because You simply have to write it down and copy it. So you are going to need this envelope. You're going to need this little diagonal flower thing. You're going to need 2 of the vellum leaves. I can't pick that one up, but you get it. And 1 of the bigger gold ribbons and this card. So we are going to start with the card because it's going to need to glue, and you're going to need your ribbon. Oh, and you also need 2 of the little flower guys from here. I see that I forgot those. So you're going to need to... All right, so we're going to just measure in Clara's measuring fashion. This is how I do it. You can do it differently if it floats your boat to do it differently, but this is how I do it. I measure and I cut. And I measure and I cut. If you want to do it a little longer, that's fine. You can cut them on off the card. I'll kind of show you because this one I made a little longer just to show you. You're going to want to glue the ribbon. So from end to end, making sure you're not making it too thick, but the ribbon can have a little bit of a mind of its own. This is what we're making here. So the whole video might be me getting the glue out, but my glue might, oh, and then I got a lot of glue out. So I'm just gonna drag that down, and it's gonna dry clear, but it's gonna be a little goopy because that big chunk came out. And then I'm going to put them diagonally along here. Remember not to be pretty gentle because they come off. The glue it's good because it's workable, but it also has its down points too. Again, where the sheets of paper are really helpful to put all that excess stuff on there. And then I just put another. Now you can see that this one, you just have to be a little careful when you're cutting these because the glue will not be, and then I just cut it to fit the card. So, and I just am gonna, there. I'm gonna let that dry off to the side for a second, and we're gonna do the coloring of these 2 flowers. Now these 2 flowers, all I did, I have glue on my hands now, so, is I just kind of did a little bit of kind of messy drawing here, like messy coloring in the middle, and then I took my blender pen, and I really like that look. It just blends it all in there, so it looks really cute, and it doesn't look like, and then you want to do your leaves. And so if you're having problems with another one, or, you know, you can do this whenever you kind of just feel like you really want to do a meditation. So, because these are, you know, you can do them, and you can even have in your mind while you're coloring, like, I'm clearing anything in my way of my vision coming true, and really just visualizing that, and working with the angels here as you color and say, Anything in the way of my vision coming true, I delete and create and restore it from all directions of time and space, from anywhere in my mind, body, spirit. And just kind of make that your mantra a little bit. I am going to, I prefer working with tape over glue for this reason, because my fingers are now full of glue. But sometimes you just gotta. So I just put those on wherever. You can see I did a little different for my clearing statement than this clearing statement, and I just kind of put them on wherever. Now I'm gonna let that dry because it's really important to do that. And then we're gonna go to creating the main envelope. So we're gonna go ahead and color first. So again, in our minds, while we're coloring this, we're just going to say, like, repeat anything in the way of my life vision. I delete and uncreate it from all directions of time and space. Anything that keeps me from living the life I want, I delete and uncreate it from all directions of time and space. Any inherited patterns, delete it all. Almost picturing right now the diamond violet flame, which I work with Archangel Zadkiel, and picture this diamond violet flame in front of you as you're doing this, and put in all your worries or any thoughts that are coming up. Let's put them in there and just ask that they be clear and transmuted, and working with it. Anything keeping me from this vision, anything that's popping up in your head while you're coloring and saying, oh, I don't know if I can do that, put it in that flame with Archangel Zadkiel and say, I delete and uncreate it, restore it from all directions of time and space. And keep, as you're coloring, I'm just going to invite you to keep, I'm going to be quiet as I'm coloring so you can do this, but picture that diamond violet flame in front of you and just picture all of your doubts and worries being put in that violet flame, and Archangel Zadkiel just transmuting them. Okay, and then take your card, your square. Now again, I put mine this way on there, so I'm gonna put mine in a diamond. Take your journaling pen and then write clearing statement on here. And then we're going to put it together. So you're going to have your envelope, and then this is going to go on this way. Now, one other thing I did here, yeah, I'll show you in a minute. So you can put that on there, and I just put it right in the middle, kind of lined it up with the bottom. Now the next thing I did was I took this and I put my leaves, again, I wanted the leaves to have a little bit of dimension, so I just ran over the vellum with my ink spot. Close back up your ink spot. Take this and just run some tape back there. And then I just tape those on like this. I always do one on the top, one on the bottom. That's just how I like it. I tape over them again. I tape this on here, just right in the middle. And then I'm gonna do the clearing statement right here. And actually I'm gonna line up the clearing statement thing with the center of the ribbon. So I just put the edges right there, and then ta-da, there's your clearing statement. And then when the glue is dried, you can go ahead and put the clearing statement back in to the envelope. So guys, next up we're gonna put it all together. So I am really excited. I hope you've loved this so far, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.